The Heart That Remembers. December 20th dawned in a golden glow. The light that streamed through the mountain gate had turned the snow into something that sparkled like stardust. Miss Sofie stepped forward, her paws leaving no trace, as if time itself was carrying her. Whimsy and Eddie the Glimped followed, dazzled by the brightness. They were no longer in the cold of the mountain, but in a place that seemed beyond time. No wind, no frost, only stillness, serene and endless. Are we in sight? Asked Whimsy, looking around in awe. Miss Sofie smiled. Maybe, or at the heart of it. Before them stretches a broad path of light, winding between pillars of glass. Within each pillar, images moved slowly. Memories, fragments of life. In one, a little dog ran through the snow. In another, an old owl stood beneath the starlight trees of the forest. Everything they had lived through seemed to exist here, preserved within the breath of time. Look, cried Whimsy, pointing upward. Something drifted down from above, a feather. It shimmered softly, white, with a hint of blue, as if made from both night and light. Miss Sofie lifted her paw, and the feather landed gently on her fur. It was warm to the touch. I know you, she whispered. You are from the starry forest. The feather glowed in her paw, and a memory bloomed inside her. The song of birds, the owl's voice speaking of forgiveness, and the peace that comes only when light and darkness make peace with each other. It will guide you, said Whimsy. Miss Sofie nodded. Yes, for the heart remembers. They followed the feather as it floated ahead, gliding like a compass made of light. It led them through the shimmering valley, where the glass pillars slowly faded and the landscape became more real. Ahead, a frozen lake appeared, and in the center stood a great clock made of glass and stars. Miss Sofie stopped. The clockmaker's work. Eddie the Glimped stepped closer. But it's not moving. Miss Sofie placed the feather upon the clock's surface. Instantly, it began to glow. The gears turned, one by one, as if time itself was awaking again. A voice filled the air, clear and gentle. You follow time, but remember, beware of light. Time follows you as well. Nothing is lost when the heart remembers. It was the clockmaker's voice. Whimsy squinted. He's still here. No, said Miss Sofie softly. He's everywhere. Something begins anew. The clock began to strike. Each tone sent ripples of light across the lake, and in the eyes, images appear. Everything they have lived, the Frost King, the shadow, the starry forest, Wilma's old house, and the glowing Christmas heart. Miss Sofie felt the key at her chest finally melt away. Not like something dying, but something passing on. A gentle warmth spread through her, vast and internal. That's why it melted, she whispered. It was meant to become one with the heart. The feather lifted once more, drifting toward the lake's surface. As it touches their eyes, everything around them dissolved into light. When the glow faded, they were somewhere else, back at the lighthouse on the hill. Snow lay heavy on the roof again, and the fire crackled softly. But something had changed. Everything felt lighter, brighter. Ramsey stood at the window. Was it a dream? Miss Sofie smiled. Maybe. Or maybe reality finally woke up. Eddie the Glimp rubbed against her leg. Then that means Christmas is truly coming? Christmas comes, said Miss Sofie, because the heart remembers. She went to the table where the little package still waited. The one marked, "Open when you need hope." She placed her paw upon it, but didn't open it. "I think I keep it close a little longer," she said. "Because tonight I have everything I need." Outside, the stars began to fall like feathers over the valley. In the faint wind there was a soft, ticking sound. Not of a clock that measured time, but of one that measured memories. And somewhere high above, where night met light, a bird from the starry forest sang. You see, that was the end of December the 20th. And tomorrow you will hear about the last night of the shadow, if you dare to come back. Merry Christmas.